What's up, YouTube? It feels like it has been forever, but I wanted to step in and clarify some questions. So, we have two courses. We have the Cranial Prosthesis course, which is the foundation of non surgical hair replacement. And then we also have the Make the Insurance and Government Your Number One Client. So the difference in between the two courses, which is why we recommend the bundle, is because with the medical wig course, to make the insurance your government, make the insurance and government your number one client, we focus just purely on the business side. So you learn about the medical terminology, the medical coding, you learn about how to create invoices that are sufficient and adequate enough to get you paid. We talk about medical marketing. Well, we talk about medical marketing in both of the courses, but we go a little bit more specifically with the different hospitals and insurance companies that you'll be working with. We go over this marketing to how to scale your business, how to have a 6-figure month, a 6-figure year, six figures every 3 months, whatever your goals are. We get you on the right path to make that happen for you. I'm always excited when I'm talking about these courses because it has really, really been life-changing, not just for me, but for my students as well, and the clients that we serve as well too. It's literally a win-win for everybody. In the Cranial Prosthesis course, the Foundation of Non-Surgical Hair Replacement, that course is all about cranial prostheses. So it's best to have the bundle because if you are billing insurance or if you are working directly with the federal government, such as the VA hospital, then you want to make sure that you are charging for what you should be charging. Okay. So, that one is all about the business. When we are going into the cranial prosthesis course, that course is $497. We have a sale until June 15th. So if you get the bundle, it's $1,300. If you miss the sale and you don't get the bundle, or if you don't get the bundle while it's on sale, then it goes to $1,850. The insurance course alone is $1,450. But right now it's on sale until June 15th and it's $899. So don't walk, run. Okay. If you've been waiting to take this course, this is definitely the time to do it. Okay. So super, super excited. When we are doing the, I just added a little bit of lace tint on here. But when we are doing the cranial prostheses and we're building them, we are covering, the different designs and the material, what's the purpose of this material, what's the purpose of this material, all of this breakdown, the vendors, who to work with. We go over different ways to make a mold. This is solid. So we go over different ways to make a mold. Right now I'm getting ready to record a little bit more, and we're going to talk about, I put that on completely backwards, sorry y'all. But yeah, we're going to talk about toppers and mail units and things like that. We break down even further the sizes, how to do the measurement, again, why this material is needed, colors, length, every single thing that you can think of. This is why we recommend taking both of the courses so that you're billing and you're giving your clients the actual cranial prostheses. You're not billing $1,500 or $3,000, but yet you're ordering wigs off of Amazon. Lead with integrity and do the right thing. That's how you get blessed and rewarded in your business. So I'm super, super excited. I definitely hope to see you guys in class. Yes, you get a white jacket when you take the bundle package, or when you take that cranial prosthesis package alone, you will get your jacket and your certificate. And yeah, everyone will know that you are officially trained in cranial prostheses. Okay, so I'm super excited. We go over the types of hair loss, which design works for each different stages of the hair loss or different types of the hair loss, especially if you have men or women that sweat a little bit more, or maybe you have a woman that's going through menopause. We talk about all those changes. So it's an amazing class. I always say, some of you have called me. And like I always say, just like you were able to get in touch with me today, you'll be able to get in touch with me tomorrow, next week, and so on. So I hope that answered the questions. You just go to divinebeautybar.com and you click on Cranial Prosthesis and Insurance, and it'll take you to the course. We do have payment plans, so you can check out with Klarna, you can check out with Affirm, and you get immediate access. So as soon as you purchase a course, you automatically is led into the training to get started. So again, I'm super excited. Recommend both courses so that you're not just getting one piece of the information, because honestly, it literally all goes together. Every supplier, their colorings are not going to be same. The way they word things are not going to be the same. So it's really important to take the course. Okay, so excited to see you guys in class, and I hope this answered some questions that you may have. If not, give me a call, send me an email. I will be available to answer any of your questions. Okay, so super excited, and I will see if I'm able to post how this looked on my client when I got done. I'm sure I am able to, but I wonder if I can put it at the end of this video. So I'm still working on my editing skills. But yes, and it is long, 26 inches for her. Okay, so yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to be in here. We teach 2 different type of modes for the course, and we talk about topper placement. We talk about working with different ethnic groups. The course is very informative. There's so much in there for you guys. So you will leave ready to take on multiple clients. I guess a little bit about me. I guess I can talk about that. A little bit about me. Some people may or may not know, but by degree, I am a licensed clinical social worker. And I have experience as being the director of admissions. Not only just the director of admissions, but director of admissions at a psychiatric hospital. Okay, it gets deep. Okay, and so what's so great about that is that being the director of admissions, you make the decision on who come into the hospital and who does not get to come into the hospital based on our criteria. We work very closely with the business development team, and we work even more closely with the chief executive officer, the CEO of the hospital, the COO, chief operating officer, billing department. I mean, we literally work with so many different departments because everything starts during the admission. And the more information you are able to gather during the admission, the more all of these other departments can begin working on their tasks. And I say that because that's why I drill consultations into you guys' brains, okay? Another point to tap on is that with me having so much experience working with the business development team, I set up my business the exact same way, and I teach my students to set up the business the exact same way. For instance, I had one student that was already at about $120,000 in August. So January to August, that's about 8 months. She was well over 6 figures. And my question was, oh, where are you getting all your clients from? And she's like, I don't know. I check my email. I see someone, or I talk to somebody. I go to this event and I do that. And then I just keep going, Miss Desiree. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But we have to know who to thank. And we have to know where to spend our marketing resources and where to budget the marketing at. So we were able to go into her sales system that I tell all my students to use. We were able to go into her sales system, categorize things a little bit more so that she can see, okay, how much is she making from this insurance company? How much is she making from this hospital? And what is she making it on? Is it toppers? Is she making the most money on toppers? Is she making the most money on full cranial prostheses? men, women, age group, things like that. That's marketing. Because a lot of people, I always say, a lot of people are busy doing nothing. And you get so frustrated. And I've been there. I did it for years. Busy doing nothing, only making $30,000 a year. But now I am, what is the word for? I just simply have systems. If you have taken any of my courses, a system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. I hate when people do that with the SYS. Yourself is like one word, but anywho, that's how I go. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Now I can comfortably sit at home and generate 6 figures times 3, okay? Y'all do the math, $100,000 times 3, okay? And it's only going to get better and better for that because my systems are working. And my students are duplicating. There's nothing wrong with copying as long as you're copying the right cat, okay? So with that being said, I teach you guys the exact same methods that I'm doing it so that you can 10X it. Sometimes my students call me and they're like, I had a $7,200 week. And I be sitting back like, dang, my week was just, $6,000. And sometimes I have a $12,000 day. Sometimes there's $40,000 months, guys. And my students are right behind me. So I always say, if I'm running, they jogging. If I'm jogging, they walking. Success loves speed. And this is not even what this video was supposed to be about. It's just supposed to be a quick video on breaking down why you should get the bundle instead of one or the other. You can always come back and do another one. But doing a bundle really puts it together and really, really makes sense because your lingo with your customers and your lingo with your suppliers and your lingo with the different hospitals, it's all 3 different conversations to get the exact same goal, okay? So language is very, very important in the medical field. But like I said, I'm super excited. We talk about ways, and I'm talking about, these are numbers that you're able to hit without social media. You know what I mean? That real in the field marketing. And I absolutely love it because, again, I get my experience from a actual hospital working with the business development team. And the business development team, they get upset if you're not categorizing things correctly, labeling things correctly, because they have to see where is the bulk of the business coming from, which account is sending the most referrals, okay? So I'm not going to give you guys too much of the gems. You just have to take the course, okay? So I'm super excited. I can't wait for my client to walk in. If you have any questions, please send me an email, divinehaircomp@gmail.com. Divine, Divine. Some people spell it wrong, but divinehaircomp@gmail.com. Send me an email or click on book now and schedule. It should say new student call. Yeah. Let's get in the field. I'm ready to work if you guys are ready to work. So I'm going to get into it. Again, getting ready to do a demonstration on hair toppers for men. So the course goes over hair toppers for women. It talks about braided toppers, dreadlock toppers. It talks about the different colors. I've made it really informative for anyone that is getting ready to step out into their business, or maybe you have your own business and you're just wanting to add a new skill to your business. So, yep, we have all our material here, different things that we are going to be using. So, super excited. Can't wait to see you in class. Again, catch the special before June 15th.